Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Legacies. This is episode 15 of season 4. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the series so far. I'd like to thank every single person that has currently engaged in our most liked and disliked characters vote that is in the description. I thought the season was going to have 16 episodes, like 1, 2, and 3, but no, it looks like this is possibly going to be having 20 episodes, which is, well, it's amazing for us. You know, the more the merrier. What a fantastic season we've had so far. So the vote's obviously open for much longer than usual. So, like I said, you've still got time to vote. If you've not done it, please do cast it, because I'm excited to see everybody's results. Last episode, very interesting, mate. We kind of had like a chess game, so to speak, you know? It was like MG to Lizzie, and then he was like, and then obviously Ben was on the other side. He was acting as if he was a god, and he was like father to MG. MG's dead. Do you know what I mean? And he was going back and forth, and he was trying to obviously figure out ways that Hope could take the, the gods down. Each time, it seems like she was losing, constantly losing. All the squad was dying. Dead, 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 dead. When it got to Hope, it was Hope loses. I thought that was interesting. They never specifically said she died, but she realised that the only way that she can actually beat the gods is if she has everybody supporting her on her side. And the only way that she could do that is by being humanity Hope, you know, not being this savage, the one that's willing to throw everybody under the bus. You know, she's come to the school, she's demanding everybody works for her, not with her, and she's not being a true leader. But when she started to run the simulation with her humanity on, it started to, bring everybody together collectively. There was a unit. Instead of Hope sending everybody in first to obviously attack the gods, she was going to send herself in, and then if she could weaken them, then the backup could come and they could obviously take them down as well. And after all of obviously the madness and engaging that they had in the episode, it turned out that Hope actually won. And also really interesting, Lizzie seemed to be a massive part of the story as well, just because obviously she's a siphon. It's going to work, in her advantage, because they can use that to their strengths. Now, what I liked as well is at the, basically Lizzie and Aurora, they met Jen, didn't they? She's a proper chiller. She's like a proper stoner. She's just so relaxed. She was telling us a story how, she betrayed her family pretty much, and she can't let them wake. That's the reason why she's around all these coffins all of the time. She kind of betrayed her dad. The only god that was nice to her was the god of time. Now, she said that she hid the key inside of Ben, her brother, but she doesn't know where he is. He got consumed by Malavor, so wherever it is, that's a lost key. Lucky for us and lucky for them, they know exactly where Ben is. He's at the school. So they said, see you later, and they bounced to the school. Now, obviously, while he was there, Aurora was like, look, your dad's back. If you want to go with him, go with him. I'm not going to stop you from going to your dad, because if Tristan was there, I would go to him. However, yeah, if you start working against me, then I would class that as an act of betrayal. And then obviously she's going to get set on fire, isn't she? We've seen the stamp already, what Aurora can do. So it's very interesting. So now Lizzie, she's a wild card, like we were saying in the battle. And now it's coming obviously into fact that she is a wild card, because she doesn't know what she's going to do, because she's branded obviously to Aurora. But she doesn't really want to hurt her friends. But she's got to help Aurora, obviously, because her life's on the line as well. They ended the episode, obviously, with them attacking Ben, pretty much. Aurora went over, Ben stood up. He was like, look, mate, you're not going to beat me. You're not going to have, as easy chance as last time when you took me out. And then, boom, Lizzie come in, siphoned his magic away, and he's fell on the floor. So, again, interesting duel that they are making. But I actually think that the only way that Hope is going... Well, then Hope lashed out, sorry. She started going mad, She was like, you're all foolish. You all think this and that. And she was like, why can't you see that I need to be taken out? And then Rick come, snapped her neck. He locked her into the cell. And... he was on the phone to somebody. I've no idea who he's on the phone to, but all I know is that humanity switch is flickering, 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 mate, and we just need a spark for it to ignite. So maybe it's Landon coming back, maybe it's a loved one that we've seen in the past, who knows, but I'm excited for today's episode. So thanks so much for clicking on today's video. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. And as always, let's jump into episode 15 of season 4 of Legacies. Oh, is she in New Orleans? What the hell, mate?
Right.
Straight away? Family trip in a therapy box?
Show yourself. Where are you?
Oh, Rebecca, straight away. We love it. What an
Everything that can
episode.
be lost may also be found.
It's going to be good to have you back. That was some veiled reference to my humanity. It's like I keep telling everybody, it's never coming back.
Oh, no messing around. No long intro. Straight in with a Mikaelson'S. Blast from the past. It's going to be a good epi. It's going to be a good episode.
I'm hoping Operation Humanity's off to a better start.
If you mean Hope being put into a spell against her will, she's out like a light, so it's going great.
While you go prep the squad for what's coming.
I am not entirely sure how to prepare them for a war with the gods.
I don't want a single student in this battle who's not fully aware of the risks that they're taking. Don't worry about me. I'm having an old friend stop by.
Do I
An
know?
old
for
friend,
sure?
mate. Who is it going to be?
Not really.
Oh, he's getting his bourbon out. Oh, here we go.
Fam's having a cookout, and I know it's first date and everything, but hundreds of Hawkins, and I was just thinking it'd be really nice if you don't mind coming by and I introduce you to each and every one of them. I'm kidding.
She's pressured,
Trust
mate.
me, you're not ready for my Uncle Earl.
Does this friend know that we're coming?
Probably. Not because I told her.
What do we do with the key once we have it?
Duh. Wake up the time god.
We're playing chess, not checkers. And we are rapidly approaching the end game, which means that every move we make must be considered more than the one before.
Let's talk about how we're gonna get past Jen.
It won't be easy. My half-sister is far more intelligent than she appears. I've lost more skin to this game than you can possibly imagine. So maybe I can help you.
You know what would be interesting, right? Imagine if Jen played them. Do you know, because she said, he just said that she's way smarter than you know, she comes across. And imagine if she planted the name Ben, like the seed, and then they left, and then she's followed them in the background to see if they actually know where he is. You know what I mean? How good of a twist would that be?
You've been more absent than we'd like. There are reasons for that. Not the least of which is you threatening to murder us all the last time I saw you. This is not a nightmare, or a memory, or a head dive, if that's what you're thinking.
Then what the hell is it, besides insufferable?
Astral projection.
At least you can't try to hug me. I'm gonna go stare at a beignet.
You'll miss the show. It's for your father.
Oh, for Big Daddy Klaus.
His funeral is today.
Oh, no way, mate. This is well interesting, mate. I'm so excited for this episode. Honestly, I'm well excited. Her humanity is flickering. It really is. And if it's Klaus's funeral, yeah, maybe we get a couple more of the Mikaelson'S in there. Don't know who it would be. You know, quite a few of them are dropped. But even if we get Freya in. And she mentioned Vincent. You know, we're not going to get to see good old Vinay. But what an underrated character he was. And I tell you what, the vibes of New Orleans just gives you such memories, mate, of the other show. Literally, all you need to see is the colours, the buildings, and the music, and it just flashbacks all over, just triggering, mate.
I know you're going for nostalgia, but all I'm getting is the smell.
Oh, this is it.
Is that urn supposed to be for my dad? It's a little on the nose, don't you think? My dead boyfriend showed me this movie once. The one where the little green guy tricks Luke Skywalker to go fight in the cave with Darth Vader. The whole thing was a setup to show him who he'd become if he went down the wrong path. My dad didn't leave and he remains. He and Elijah staked each other off of Jackson Square. You really expect me to believe that you've been vamping all over town for the last 3 years, picking him up piece by piece?
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, mate. Good old Freya.
We'll meet under happier circumstances.
You mean to use the key to raise my father?
Hell no. That guy sounds like a dick. But the god of time. To go back in time and fix all of the mistakes we've made. But you're probably gonna crap all over that plan too.
Not if you allow me to go back as well. Now, Kronos is an honorable man, so it may be worth the risk if you can get past Jen, that is.
You know
You
how.
just happen to know how to do that.
In it,
Manipulating
mate.
her is the one part of this plan I'm certain I will help you achieve.
What are you doing here?
Aurora and I had a bit of a falling out. Redhead I was with the other day.
Hey, Grok.
Aurora and I were planning to go to this event. I was really looking forward to it. I don't want to go alone. So if you're not busy.
Thank you for asking me.
Oh, what is it, mate? I didn't even see it properly.
Her name is Mavis. She's the woman who found me when I was in transition.
Caleb, tell me how you turned.
That chapter of my story is not exactly first date material. And today's about you, Cleo.
I'll accept that answer for now. But I'm
In it.
forever.
I'll accept it for now.
Honestly, I understand why my dad used to dagger you all the time.
Yes,
Did you come here
Nicholas.
because you feel guilty?
Being feared and being strong are two different things. When Rebecca told me that you threatened our family,
Don't tell me you weren't scared.
what I was is sad.
We are. Our greatest strength is family.
Your father made us see that. I named my child after him for a reason. Maybe you'll understand that if you ever choose to become a parent.
I don't get that choice.
As Freya rightly pointed out to me, your father had you.
Yeah, exactly.
He was a hybrid. You are the tribrid. We mean to bring you hope, not hurt. But either is humanity.
They know it, mate. Look at them glinties. They're like, get in there, mate. We need to step the next level up, don't we? We need to go from level 1 to level 2. What else can we do? It's well good. But it's true, innit, mate? You know, vampires can't have kids. Well, what about Klaus? You know, he was a hybrid. You're the tribrid, mate. You're an exception again. You could probably do stuff that he couldn't even do. And we don't even know it yet. So, do you know what I mean? Never rule anything out. And, you know, Rebecca's always wanted a kid as well. Do you know what I mean? Nobody knows as much, like, the heartbreak and the pain of not being able to be one than her. That's all she ever desired. And she looked after Hope when she was a little kid, didn't she? And also, yeah, I know this shows out weekly, but I actually think it's way better weekly, me. It brings me excitement and anticipation up all the time because I have to wait a whole week, and then when it comes, we're just like, whoa, mate, I'm invested. Where like when it's on Netflix and you just go next. I don't know, I think it takes excitement down a little bit. So I do love it weekly, me, actually. You know, I'm well more invested and engaged, and I don't know what's going on. And it's just so good, honestly. I don't know who's coming into the story and who's Rick's friend that he said that his MG's never met before. I'm excited for that one as well. Better not let me down. Better see it this episode. Yeah, she still can't touch anything, can she? Hey,
Not after
Marcel.
You left behind when you moved to that fancy boarding school.
Who was better at speeches than him? I am not the prince of the quarter, friend. I'm the king. And he said that to Klaus's face, mate. Klaus, what if someone breaks those rules? They die. Straight in his face, mate. He wasn't even bothered, mate. What a good character.
If the price of that stupid toy is my humanity, Marcel, then you can keep it. Here's what I don't get about astral projection. How can I sit down next to you but not grab that toy?
Yeah, how do your feet touch the ground but not go through it? All right. It's witch stuff. Best not to think about it.
I stopped giving myself points for doing good things and subtracting them from my mistakes a long time ago.
That's ironic, because I've been keeping them for you ever since that same talk. Come back inside with me, Hope. Our family needs to lay Klaus to rest.
My father's never going to be at rest until he knows I'm going to be okay.
It means you know you're not okay.
Hey, that was well good.
Tell you what, come back with me, and I'll give you 10 points. Vincent will drop the spell that's keeping you here.
I don't know what you want me to do about it.
Oh, look at him, his beard, mate. Oh, he looks so weird, man.
This is our problem. My students are better in a fight than we ever were.
He looks mad.
But if I'm gonna lead them in a war against the gods, I need to make sure I've looked at every play on the table. There's nothing I can do. Your students will be wiped out, and you'll die. And the only thing I relate to about you is the fact that you're still a drunk.
Yo, he looks absolutely madness, mate, doesn't he? He does look younger, but I like him with his beard.
My favorites. I'd ask how you knew, but I'm guessing you're a witch.
Who I am is Mavis Macon, and sometimes I see the future.
She's got a sick haircut, her, mate. Literally, it's well good.
What do you need me to do?
Just close your eyes, let your mind wander, and we'll see where it takes us.
It's working.
Oh. Oh, she's getting inspired. Look at this. Hey, she's still got magic in her. Look at that, mate.
That was an awesome show. My ears are still ringing.
I had no idea you were into that kind of destruction.
Oh, these days, I excel at it.
Dude, I love horses.
Doesn't everyone?
Not my father. I used to have one when I was a kid, but he smote it. Sneak down the mountaintop and visit the human stables to feed them apples. I only ever told one person how I'd sneak away from my family. So where's Ben? Because it's pretty obvious you don't really want to be my friend.
She looked so happy a minute ago, but the thing is, yeah, sometimes it's too obvious. Do you not think? Like, if she gave her some food, then it was a mixture of apples and other fruits. But, like, everything's just bang on the nose. And at some point, you're like, you know, I've never told you I like any of this stuff. So, like, how the hell do you know all of this stuff? Do you know what I mean? That's what she's just done. Process of elimination. But it looks like she's got the key.
The worst is over. Please unchain me. We had a deal.
You had a deal with Elizabeth, which I was opposed to.
You don't know what sarcophagus to open without me.
One problem at a time, my dear demigod.
Quite like Elizabeth. She always wants to be the one who makes the decisions.
The only one who can grant a boon is my father. I need you not to do this.
Then I suppose you'll just have to trust me.
Just no one could trust Aurora. Not even Tristan.
We were hoping you'd come back.
Well, I won't be staying for dinner. Marcel told me that Vincent would live to smile if I just came to say goodbye.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Hey, call me. He's always fashionably late.
I'm not being surprised.
We need your help.
With what, Uncle Cole?
Family's trying to decide where to spread your father's ashes. The only solution we could agree upon is leave it up to you.
Ooh, loving it, mate. We've got 3 Mikaelson'S back.
Why is this up to me?
Because what Cole said is true. We don't know what to do without you.
You know, as many spats as Klaus and I had over the centuries, he would have wanted it this way.
Vincent is anchoring the spell to New Orleans yet, but you could have left anytime you wanted.
Well, then why haven't I?
Because you obviously don't want to.
This may sound selfish, but he saw the entire world and chose to make New Orleans his home. But it was Mystic Falls before that. He built a school for me, so I'd have one too. I'd want him with me. That way he could always be here.
Yeah, Davina was gutted she couldn't come.
Oh, mate, Davina.
So perhaps we could pay a visit.
We love you, Hope.
Always.
And forever.
Didn't work. I'm still here. I don't know about that. Because now I'm here too.
Hey, both of them are there, mate.
Which one are you in, Ken? Give me a sign.
Listen to me, Aurora. Ben might be dangerous. Which is why
I cut the key from his body and left him chained to that tree instead of trusting him.
Jen told me his story, how he would do anything to bring his old boyfriend back. Kronos isn't in any of those sarcophaguses, which means Ben lied to us.
Ben used to be the homie and all, but he's cursed. And the only way he can break that curse is with my father as a boon in exchange for his freedom.
Ben's arriving though. Right, can you blame Ben? Let's be honest, if you was in Ben's position with this curse and you had one chance and you could literally get it changed just like that, wake your dad, grant him his freedom, get the boon, get your, spell, whatever curse took off you. He's had it all his life, hasn't he, for probably thousands of years. So in the context of that one little scenario, I can understand why he'd want to wake his dad and get that, get the curse took off him. But the fact is, yeah, how did he know which one's in each coffin? It all looks exactly the same.
What took you so long? I was about to ask you the same question. You looked pretty surprised to see me. What's surprising is how annoying you are. After all of those conversations, which seemed to have weakened you enough to let me pay a visit. If you and your family think your feelings are so freaking powerful, why'd you shut off your humanity? Maybe once I figure that out, you'll be gone for good. You are the most emotional person that I've ever met. And I know Lizzie Saltzman. I am you. And you were the worst parts of me. Every mistake, every doubt, every bad impulse. I'm the strong one. If that were true, that probably would hurt. Only Red Oak can kill the Tri-Bred, remember?
Red
and
Oak,
if you were in
mate.
control of our mind right now, you'd have son instead of me. How much he and my family love and have sacrificed for me.
So much, mate.
I have to be worth that. You're just a phase. I'm over it.
How far does it have to go in for it to hurt? Oh, that far. That was good, mate. That was good. I like it because, when you think of it back, I know it's been 40 odd episodes, this show, so you do forget the old ones. But, how much did that family sacrifice to get Hope in a position that she currently is in, mate? Literally, did you see Hayley's death? Wow, mate. Couldn't believe Hayley's death, but she sacrificed herself to save Hope. That was one parent gone, Then you had Klaus come in. Elijah sacrificed himself. He didn't need to sacrifice himself, Elijah. He actually didn't need to sacrifice. And he killed himself and all his sideline as well, apparently. I'm sure they referenced that earlier on in this season. So, mate, how many people died for Hope? Do you know what I'm saying? But it's interesting. The family's done so much to get her into this position. It's good that she's realised it, that she's loved. She might feel like she isn't, but this has helped her today. It's been good. I hope that she goes back in now and they're all there and we can have a good little send-off between them all. And maybe she does take his ashes back towards Mystic Falls, that every now and again, every 5-6 episodes, we might get an appearance from one of them here and there, and it'd be nice to see.
If those are pot brownies, I might actually say yes.
I did. I killed those. They gave them to me.
She just wants a friend. These would be well good together, these two.
Screwed up so many things. Even my plans to fix them.
I know a lot about messed up families. You know my story. If you told me yours, maybe I could help.
Innit? She's got a big story though, hasn't she? She has actually got a massive one as well.
You gave me quite a scare.
I felt so rudderless without my magic. I'm not certain I wish to have whatever this is.
Cleo, what you saw was the future.
Our school was in rubble. Mystic Falls in flames. Many innocent people will die if we do not stop the gods from returning to this world.
There's no way I'm letting the world in without getting my second date. No, sir.
What are you doing?
He looks so much younger with his beard off.
Depends on your perspective. No one's leaving.
My trust in you was never in question, Milton.
Maybe it should be. I don't know if I can fight Lizzie.
Oh, she's here, look.
Is this Jen? She said I should come home.
I wonder how Jed's going to react to him when he finds out. Can he open all of them, or has he got one try? Oh, that was good, mate. What a transition that was.
Did you really think you'd get rid of me that easily? You may be back in your body, but believe me, the war between us isn't over.
That was well interesting. Right, that was an interesting ending there. So, like, is that just saying, you know, she was in an astral projection world, wasn't she? So, like, she never really full-on defeated her because it was never really the present, if that makes sense. But it did show that normal Hope, humanity Hope, has the ability to defeat the you know, the current one that have got no humanity. And obviously, like, both of them are in the present, where obviously before we had the one, no humanity, she thought she could dominate all the time. There was no chance that she was coming through. Even though it was flickering, she said that, you know, she's gone, mate. She's never coming back. But then here, in this episode, we've seen it, mate. We had the flashback of all the Mikaelson'S. It was really good to see. Klaus, obviously, is being laid to rest in that segment. We had Marcel back as well, which was nice. You know, like I said, Guy, master of the speeches. And again, you know, they had a good little battle between them, both of the Hopes, and obviously a normal Hope, humanity Hope, the one that realised that all the family has done everything for her to get into the position that she currently is in. She's the one that come out on top in the astral projection. So again, man, now we're in the present. It's going to be interesting to see how these two battle it out. You know, you think you can get rid of it? Well, no, mate, I'm here to stay, and I'm going to be one coming after you. So it's going to be good now to see. It's exciting. We've had Cleo, you know, she's had an inspiration. She's seen a, well, I don't know if you'd call it inspiration. She's seen the future, mate. And she said that she's seeing the school in ruins. It's been knocked down, you know. The whole world's burning. The school's destroyed. The gods are coming. We can't let that happen. That's what she said to Caleb. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. We can't let that happen, but let's have date 2 first. You know, he's thinking of himself there. And then, obviously, we've got Jen and Lisa. You know, I'm excited for their relationship, to be honest. I think Jen has good potential, to be honest. I actually like how calm and chill she is, and she seems like she's lonely. I feel like she's lonely. That's what I feel like. You know, if you look back at the scenes, and she was like chilling with a bit of Aurora and Lizzie that one time, so like, maybe next time, you know, we could do this again. And then she's come, and then they've had a good time at a concert and or whatever they went to, and then they went to the horses, and now they're chilling at the table. They've had some burritos. She's learned her story. She's told her to go back to the school, and now she's here embracing with her dad. I think I've done something bad. Yeah, you probably have, aligning yourself with Aurora, but you know, what's done is done, mate. You got to go full steam ahead. Don't look through the past. Go to the forward and see what you could do to actually stop this. But she wanted to raise the god. She wanted to raise Ken. Well, Ken's being raised. But the fact is, it's going to be Ben's boon, not yours, which is going to be interesting. Oh, he might not even have raised the right god. Who knows? But Rick as well shaved his beard off. He said that he had to have a conversation with an old friend. Who was it? It was himself, younger days. And he looked well young as well. Obviously, he's cut his beard off now. He's still got his hair in the present. So he looks a little bit different, but he does look younger. And, you know, it's give him some inspiration. He talked to his old vampire, like, hunting, hating self. Got some sort of, you know, like I say, inspiration of what he needs to do moving forward. And MG said that he's gone to the school. He's told him, mate, if you're on the fence, time to jump off it now, mate. You know, we need people here who's coming willing to battle. If you're 50-50, that's not good enough. We don't want you here. Not because that we don't want you part of the team. It's because, you know, if you're not fully committed to the chance that you're possibly going to die, you're best off sitting this one out. But he's come back and he said everybody's willing to fight. So again, great stuff. I'm excited. Next episode, well, this episode 15, isn't it, mate? It seems like we've got 5 more this season. So, I mean, upwards and onwards, mate. It's going to be sick. It's going to wrap up episode 15 of season 4 of Legacies. Thanks so much, everybody who's checked out the video today. Hopefully, guys, enjoyed the return of the Mikaelson'S. Yes, we have 3 of them, and Marcel as well. What a bonus in today's episode. I really love seeing them. The nostalgia is absolutely amazing. If you guys still haven't voted for your most liked to dislike characters of the season, please do check that out in the description below. And obviously, we'll show them in episode 20, not 16, of this season, which is going to be amazing. So, Hope looks like she's winning, mate. She's going to be coming back into the present as normal herself, Hope. I'm still waiting for Landon to come back, to be honest. I know he's in the other side now with the Necroman, so we didn't see any of them this episode. But I do think once he comes back, that's going to be it, mate. It's going to be fully fledged Hope that we've known for the first 3 seasons. And I feel like her coming back as a normal self will help the school. It will elevate them. They'll unite as one team, and I think they will be going after the gods, because the gods look like they are going to be arriving anytime soon, because Ben has opened that box. You know, he is the one that wants to boon off his father, which is kind of understandable in terms of the context of his situation. The guy's been put through absolute trauma, hasn't he? He's had a curse put on him all his life. He's been killed, respawned, killed, respawned. He wants that gone. So he's obviously come to the school. He's getting to a relationship with Jed, which is interesting. And I want to know how Jed's going to react once he finds all this is, you know, all this is going down. I feel like maybe Ben could be defeated, so to speak, and Jen could possibly stay in the show. But who knows, mate? I think both of them have been a good little addition to the back end of the season. Really interesting storylines, and kind of moved us away from Malavo and into this new, obviously, phase, which I think is really good. I think Lizzie's got a new friend that she can obviously confide in and obviously help her moving forward, which is nice to see. She's brought her back to the school, which is great. You know, she's been absent for a while. Rick's back now. Like I said, it seems to be only Landon that is still absent. And, you know, Cleo, she's learned that she's still got magic, and she has seen a vision that when the gods do arrive, the school is going to be in... Mate, it's going to be ruins. It's going to be down. It's going to be in dust, mate. We can't have the Salvatore mansion be knocked down. That is one thing we can't do. Hope wants to bring, well, in the astral projection, she was saying that she wanted to bring Klaus's ashes back to the school and be with her, so that she can choose his final resting place when she decides which is the right one. You know, he's been in New Orleans most of his life, but he's also found love and where it started here in Mystic Falls. So again, really liked it. Hope's good acting this season, mate. I do love the scenes between both of them as well. When they're both in the same room, you can see two different personalities. You can see one trying to fight, one trying to keep hold of herself, and it's exciting to see. So, I mean, I think that the next couple of episodes are going to be absolutely sick, mate. I'm expecting a big, massive battle. I do feel like maybe somebody of the main cast might die. Just going to reference it a couple of times, and, you know, if we go into the battle with the gods, we are going to have some casualties. You would expect that as well. You know, there's always casualties in war. So if a god is going to come who's almighty powerful, then I think that they may actually take somebody out. Who it is, I have no idea. You know, even if it might be a little side character. Do you know what's funny as well, right? You know, Joel said she left the show, but it kind of feels like Finch has as well. Since Josie's left, Finch has not even been a character, which again is madness, mate, because I really enjoyed her joining the school and being part of the pack. I know she's taking care of the pack, as Jed said a couple of episodes ago, but why is she not in the story? So I hope she comes back as well and helps out, because I really do like her. But again, very interesting. I loved seeing the Mikaelson'S. I love the nostalgia. I wish we could use them more, but I don't really heavily want to use them, because, you know, it's Legacies. It's not the originals. It's not the Vampire Diaries, but it is amazing to see, obviously, all cast members bringing smiles to our faces. So hopefully you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, please smash like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.